Hello. This may seem unnecessary. Creating a different version of the same video topic. Confusing, right? It's simple really. I'll improvise a video, speak out my mind on the heartbeat and just talk about things. Then I'll look back at it, compose my thought, and make a concise version of it, which is this video. It's within my capabilities and vision to create two separate videos, and I'll let this one be the reference for the future videos. Now, without further ado, this is my entire experience with Arkham Asylum, the scripted version, or rather a follow-up to the improv video. They are a separate thing, but they stand on their own, so don't worry about watching that and then this, or vice versa. So let's set the stage. Me, absolutely clueless with how the game will go, first time playing this type of game. I don't use gadget mode, that is to say, I'm absolutely shy at this game. I become confused, I get angry, I'm raging at the game. Surely the game is dated or the game design is flawed. Oh, if only I'll stop at that. I did a video on this which is not that good because I was so miserable that I made a complaint section, which isn't anything new or special, but is one of the few games that got a complaint section. Something that in hindsight show who you really are. In this case, me and my inability to play the game as it was intended. Use the brain, Batman prep time, and all that. The story of the game ain't half bad. It's decent. The voice acting can be a bit goofy, but it's possible for an old game based on a comic book. But overall, it's a well-made game for the game of its kind. But that is only the beginning of the spiral of Arkham Asylum and me. When you work, whether it's a hobby, educational, assignment, homework, or actual job tasks, you have a chance to get burned out from overexerting your stamina, your energy. The same applies to me, but here's a little context. I have chronic depression and anxiety, so my stamina is lower than an average Joe. Though at this point the Joe and Jane is as crazy as the 1960s asylum patients. We just exhibit as. But that's beside the point. The point is, I get burned out just like anyone else while I try to write, make video, edit, anything that is productive. I have little to no control over it because I chase after an ideal video of certain topic, especially with something as in-depth as this kind of video game and the theme of an asylum and criminal. And over time, with each iteration that I made of the video, each script that I wrote for the new video, this is it, this will be the one, the final one, and get burned out every month because I couldn't deliver a piece that I'll be satisfied with. It is an understatement that I am a perfectionist, even if my videos aren't all that good in the first place. But enough self-pitying. So what if the video isn't good? What if it isn't perfect? At least I tried. And that, in and of itself, is a good reason enough to finally close the case, chain it to the rail, kiss it and say final goodbye and move on from it. Which is where we are now, where I've tried so much, I turned those failures into final pieces. I re-record the game multiple times. I try something new each time and I have to give in. There's better video out there about this game, and there's only one video like this once a decade. Don't quote me on that though. All those fears of failure, all those stress about what can I do to make it better? How do I do it differently? I don't understand it one bit, is disheartening. But in hindsight, it was a powerful lesson to learn as a content creator and as a gamer. I was too hyper-fixated on making content and value the game so much in high regard because it's one of the few things that keep me going every day to try out every new iteration on it, to perfecting it and then move on and do another project. I did move on a different term. I decided to embrace the failure and just be who I am at the time of present. I make failure, accept it, get better. That's it. Crap, this is about my entire experience with Arkham Asylum, but it turns out to be a RANT. To be honest, it's pretty on brand for me. I have my up and down with this project. I try and try. In the end, this is the result. It's quite fitting though. A mind-bending mental asylum just for me with Arkham Asylum. Yeah, that's the clarity I have in the script. Hopefully I don't have to look back at this and say to myself, crap, this wasn't or that wasn't good enough. I gotta polish a better version, which means extra work. But you know what? That's the kind of growth I want. To be better and improve my work over time. Gotta stay creative one way or the others. Anyways, thanks for watching through to the end. It's been a ride. We are halfway to 500 subscribers goal, so hit that button and unlock ourselves a membership for easier way to support me, including super chat and chat and such. But if you want to support me now, you can support me on Ko-fi, Stream Element I believe, and Patreon. Links are down below. Ciao. No. Ciao.